It's exciting. It's been a while, and especially with new coach back that we had a couple years ago, it's exciting to get back out on the field and play.
I was going to say, Coach Mannigel coming back after a 1 year absence. What has that transition been like?
I think it's definitely been good. It's a lot easier than going to a completely new coach because we're familiar with the things from 2 years ago. Definitely brushing off some of the rust, but it's definitely a lot easier to learn an old offense than a new one. So.
Just knowing with his return, he brings a really good track record with him. After how last season went, how excited are you how do you feel like, with him being back, can help get you back to your winning ways?
I think the way he coaches suits our team really well. Not that the way we played last year was bad, but I think just the way he runs the offense and the other coaches that he brings with him, I think are really good for the way we play.
As one of those two-way guys, what do you feel like the team's identity will be on the offense and defense?
I think on the offense, we're really going to rely on the pass game with Eli, pretty good arm, and a solid offensive line. And then on the defense, I think we'll be solid all around with some good linebackers and some good secondary too.
As you know, there's no days off when it comes to competing in the SEC. Every game can be a grinder. Where do you feel like things are going to shake out in the conference this year, or where do you feel like you'll be in the mix?
I don't know. We talk about it a lot, but it's not really that big of a deal to us where we are in the conference. We really just want to work towards sectionals and do well in our sectional because that's really what it comes down to at the end of the season is, you can go 9-0 in the regular season, but if you lose your first game of sectionals, it really doesn't matter at all. So.
Well, Eli, you guys are about a month out from the start of the season. How excited are you to get back on the field?
Very excited. Been waiting a long time, and I'm ready.
Well, you're going to have a familiar guy leading you on the sidelines with Tim Mannigel coming back. What's that transition been like this summer?
It's been pretty easy because, I was in the offense for 2 years before Eschbach came in last year, so it's just working back through the same stuff that I've already been through for 2 years, so it's not too hard to pick up on, and it's been a nice, smooth transition.
Knowing Coach Mannigel has had a really good track record, how do you feel like his return can get you guys back to your winning ways?
I think that, he brings a winning culture along with him, so I think that that'll help us in the locker room and in practices to just be more focused and locked in on the goal, which is ultimately winning.
As the team's quarterback, what do you feel like the biggest strengths are going to be for the offense this season?
I think that our O-line, we're getting a lot of guys back, 3 guys back, and then, James Rusher, he's going to play O-line also, so that's good for us. And so our O-line's going to be good, and I think that our passing game's going to be pretty strong this year as well.
Not only you're the team single color, you're also a senior. Have you tried to lead the guys by example this year?
I got a lot of young quarterbacks behind me, so I'm helping mentor them and help them learn the new offense. And it's been tough for the guys to learn the new offense, so it's just been a lot of repetition and time outside of practice, learning the playbook and make sure everybody has it down.
And as you know, the SEC, it is an absolute grind. No days off in this conference. Where do you feel like you guys will be in the mix this season?
I think that we can surprise a lot of people. I think that a lot of people have us at the bottom, but I think that things could change very easily this year.
So when it's all said and done, what do you hope to accomplish as a team and for yourself individually?
As a team, I hope to win a sectional championship. That's obviously the goal. And myself, I just hope to have a great year and lead the team and, lead us to our goals.
Yeah, it's really exciting. It wasn't something that I anticipated happening. The circumstances dictated that this is the way it was going to be, and it's cool. Had a good summer. Kids are excited. Coaching staff's excited. We're ready to get going.
Has it been a challenge, just taking a year off and then, going back into the fold?
Strangely, the biggest challenge, I think, is combining the athletic director and coach role. So I never knew any different when I took over the athletic director piece in 2017, just kind of rolled into it. But then took that year where I didn't coach last year, and now getting back into doing AD and coach, I think I got used to not having the coach piece. So that's been challenging. But no, with the coaching part, again, we just kind of jumped back in and picked up where we left off, and we're rolling.
I was going to say, is that also applied to the players too? Because it seems like, they were able to pick up the terminology of the playbook pretty quickly when I had a chance to talk with them.
Yeah, we tried not to make it real complicated. I think defensively they did a lot of things similarly to the way we had always done them last year, so there's not much there that's different. Offensively, there are probably a few changes, but it's not rocket science. So they picked up on it, and things are going well.
Who are the guys that we should be paying attention to this fall?
We're hopeful that Eli Mattox, our quarterback, has a big year. Played last year, started last year for them. So he has a year of experience under his belt, and we're going to need him to be a player. I think our offensive line has a chance to be really good. We're going to need them to be. Hopefully we'll be able to run the ball. I think James Rusher, our linebacker, and he's going to play offensive line for us as well. He has a chance to be a good player. Chance Harris, chance to be a good player. O-line, D-line. Landon Kaschinske, who you just talked to, secondary player, has a chance to be good. And of course there are others, and I'll leave some out and probably make them angry. But we got some kids. We got some kids who can play, and we're looking forward to seeing what they can do on Friday night.
No doubt. As you know, the SEC is an absolute grind. No days off during the regular season. Where do you feel like you guys will be in the mix as far as conference?
No idea. I'm terrible at that. We just try to get better every week. I know it's trite to say that, but that's our goal. I think probably we are a team that everyone in the conference looks at as a team they should beat. So we have no mental advantage over anyone. We've got to come in and play our best each week. We do that. Generally, we like where we're going to end up at the end of the night. So that's our goal. Where we'll end up, I don't know. We'll do the best we can.